Viewers, the Prime Minister who never gets into predicting wins before any election surprised the nation and the opposition by sticking his neck out and claiming that the BJP will win 370 seats. And it is possible that with the NDA could even cross 400 seats. Is baar 400 par, he said in Parliament. That's him speaking yesterday in Parliament in the Lok Sabha, viewers. The opposition has scoffed at the Prime Minister's prediction and has asked him to snap out of his dream state. Some others have claimed that the source of the Prime Minister's certitude is down to the BJP pre-rigging the EVMs. That's what some of the opposition parties have come out and said. But first, watch the Prime Minister make this uncharacteristic claim in Parliament yesterday. Listen in, viewers.
अब हमारी सरकार का तीसरा कार्यकाल भी बहुत दूर नहीं है। ज्यादा से ज्यादा 100-125 दिन बाकी है। और अब की बार पूरा देश कह रहा है, अब की बार खड़गे जी भी कह रहे हैं। लेकिन अध्यक्ष जी, मैं आमतौर पर ये आंकड़े के चक्कर में नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन मैं देख रहा हूं देश का मिजाज एनडीए को तो 400 पार कर पाई के रहेगा, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 370 सीट अवश्य देगा।
Can this prediction, viewers, by the Prime Minister come true, or is it just one of those statements the Prime Minister has made to rouse the BJP cadres? We've assembled India's best pollsters, psephologists and political experts to analyze the data and crunch the numbers. And that will help us determine whether the Prime Minister is actually extrapolating from what is an expectation perhaps of himself, or does he actually have an insight that has escaped most of us? Now, bulk of the BJP's 303 seats in 2019 came from the Hindi Heartland. Out of the 225 seats here in the Heartland, the BJP won a whopping 177 of those. Now, viewers, there you can see the map, and you can see the Heartland doesn't include Gujarat, obviously. But if you add Gujarat's 28, the BJP, or 26 rather, the BJP goes up to 203, almost 2/3 of the BJP's total tally in 2019. Now let's break the data down. Let's first look at the North seat breakup in the Lok Sabha elections in 2019. Here in the Hindi Heartland, the BJP was up against the Congress in 84 seats, viewers. That's the number there on your screens. The BJP won 79 of those constituencies. 79. The Congress picked up 5. The Congress could well end up losing these 5 seats. These seats are Kishanganj in Bihar, Singhbhum, Jharkhand, Korba, Bastar and Chhindwara. Korba and Bastar being in Chhattisgarh and Chhindwara, of course, viewers, being in Madhya Pradesh. This is because the victory margins were narrow, mostly under 5%. Yes, in a Lok Sabha election, a 5% vote margin is significant, viewers. But remember, the Congress goes into some of these elections without the promised, fabled Gathbandhan. The India Alliance has come a cropper. It goes in vanquished in the assembly elections, and the momentum, quite frankly, is against it. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Congress will completely cave in. Now look at the North as a whole and see if the BJP can pick up any more seats in the contest against non-Congress parties. I've told you that in the north, against the Congress, it's only 5 short of getting all those seats. But let's look at non-Congress parties. In Punjab, the BJP won only 2 seats, Gurdaspur and Hoshiarpur. But in the other 11, it was nowhere in the picture. Here, the BJP would have to perform out of its skin and garner a vote share of more than 15% to stand any chance. Can it happen? Well, viewers, anything is possible. But is it plausible? One will have to put a caveat and say perhaps it won't happen in Punjab. In J&K, the BJP won 3 and lost 3. The gains came from Jammu and Ladakh, 2 from Jammu, 1 from Ladakh. In the valley, the BJP was routed by huge margins. Unlikely if the party will perform any differently in 2024. But viewers, and a big but here. In Rajasthan, of course, 25 out of 25. In Gujarat, 26 out of 26, so no room for improvement. But in Uttar Pradesh, the party has a large headroom to do better. The BJP lost across 11 seats by less than 10% margin, even though the SP and BSP contested together. This is not the case in 2024. The BSP and the SP are not together. Expect the BJP to not, if narrow the difference, then outrightly win these seats. It could very well happen. The BSP is not even visible on the ground. Mayawati has been a peripheral player now for the last 5 or 6 years. The BJP lost only 5 seats with a margin larger than 10% in Uttar Pradesh against both SP and BSP. Here, given the 2 non-Congress parties are not in alliance, the BJP can hope to narrow the gap. And who knows, viewers, even bag the seats. There is widespread right now panic in Samajwadi Party ranks. In other words, the BJP can add almost 15 seats to its 2019 tally just from Uttar Pradesh alone. This is conservative estimates, viewers. The BJP's breakout moment came in 2019, came in the East, but we will talk about the East in just a few moments, viewers. Let's open this up. Let's go across and look at the picture in the Hindi heartland and in the north, which is really around the Hindi heartland, in the states of Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir. As I told you, viewers, if you take that together, it's the north. So let's open this up. Let's go to some of our guests. And I'll tell you, viewers, we've assembled the best psephologists and the best political experts and pollsters in the country. Pradeep Bhandari is here with us. Jay Mrug is here with us. None of them need any introductions. Mr. Kumar from Lokniti CSDS is here with us. Shekhar Iyer is here with us. Dr. Chaudhary is here with us. I want to first go one-on-one with you, Pradeep. And I want you to put in perspective a graphic that you shared with me earlier in the day. Unfortunately, we couldn't process it in time. But you talked about possibilities. Break it down for us.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for having me on your show. And let me begin by saying that what the Prime Minister has said in the Parliament, that NDA can touch 400, is not a fictional statement. It is in the realm of possibilities. And I say this as we are collecting data on the ground through our Janki Baat data analysis. Now let me throw certain data points, Rahul, which will definitely open this up for your viewers. There are 11 states where the Bharatiya Janata Party has more than 85% probability of improving its vote graph than 2019. Now when I say these 11 states, these includes the states of Uttar Pradesh, where the situation is such that even in a seat like Raebareli, where the Congress party had won last time, there is more than a 90% probability that Sonia Gandhi can lose. That's what I'm telling you from our data analysis on the ground. Even in Telangana, where the Bharatiya Janata Party last time got a seat share of 4 and roughly a vote share of 19%, there is the data from the ground is suggesting that there is a huge possibility of an upswing. Tamil Nadu, which witnessed the BJP a mere 3% vote share in 2019, is again seeing an upward trajectory for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So if I look at the entire map of India, Rahul, there are 11 states where the BJP has a more than 85% probability of improving its graph. There are 19 states where the BJP can hold on to its tally like in 2019. For example, the state of Bihar, where it got 39 seats, there is a huge possibility that the BJP can repeat 39 or be somewhere around 38, particularly after Nitish Kumar coming in. So if I look at the entire map of India, Rahul, bearing apart Kerala, bearing apart Andhra Pradesh, and to an extent Punjab, where the BJP is not the dominant player, there is not a single geography where the BJP is not doing well. And let me throw you a very interesting data point, Rahul. In 2014, the BJP got 90% of its seats from 60% of the geography, which is the larger Hindi heartland. In 2019, this geographical base increased. It improved its tally in Bengal, it improved its tally in Telangana, and now in run-up to 2024, it is stronger in Telangana than 2019, it is stronger in Odisha than 2019, it is definitely stronger in Uttar Pradesh than 2019, and it continues to hold its trajectory. And another very important point, Rahul, in terms of the quantity of votes. In 2009, 2014 and 2019, all the three elections, the Congress party has been getting an average votes of around 10 to 11 crore in the country. Whereas the BJP's vote has increased from 7 crore 80 lakh in 2009 to in 2014 it has increased to roughly 15 crore, and in 2019 it has increased to 22 crore. So an additional 15 crore vote has been added to the base vote of the BJP because of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's impact. And why this is important is because in 2024 there is an additional voter which is coming in, where there is a huge possibility of this voter swinging towards the Bharatiya Janata Party, and with the BJP having more than 50% vote share, Rahul, in more than 50% of the states as per 2019 tally, and this is not depleting. The entire analysis tells me that the BJP, if I apply the strength and weakness test, the BJP is stronger in its strength areas, and it is even getting stronger in its comparatively weaker bastions. Whereas for the Congress party, it is continuing to be weak in its weak areas and it is getting weaker in its strong areas. And the BJP strike rate vis-a-vis the non-Congress parties in the opposition, that is, say for example the TMC, say for example the BRS, or even in Tamil Nadu, for example the DMK, is much better than what it was in run-up to 2019. So I see a stronger BJP in 2020 in run-up to 2024, a stronger NDA in run-up to 2024 if the present sentiment on the ground continues. This is where I will not be surprised, Rahul, which I wrote for Network 18 in the editorial, that Narendra Modi gets significantly higher votes into 2024 vis-a-vis 2019. Seats is something which we have to see with time, but yes, 400 is not a fictional target for sure.
So Pradeep, you sent me a bunch of statistics, and let me just very quickly sum those up for our viewers. States where positive swing of votes are possible versus 2019 for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Assam, 72% probability of that positive swing. Goa, 70%. Jammu and Kashmir, 55%. Remember, I told you, viewers, the limitation for the BJP there is, of course, the valley. Maharashtra, 92%. That's a very interesting number, because Maharashtra is now suddenly opened up as a swing state. So it's very interesting that you claim through your study that the probability of a positive swing of votes as 92%. Okay, Odisha 85%. So the number in Odisha, I think it was 8. Dr. Chaudhary, you had mentioned 8. So that number could actually go up. Tamil Nadu, 90% probability of a increase in vote. We'll come to all of those states in a little while. Uttar Pradesh, 98%. Most people are now, and Dr. Chaudhary, you had mentioned this point to me when we were speaking earlier, that a large number of new voters have come in, and you'll break that down for us. I'll come out to that. I just want to quickly talk you through some of these points that we couldn't spin into a graphic, Mr. Bhandari, but Uttar Pradesh, 98% probability of the BJP going even higher than what it is right now. Chhattisgarh, 80%. Telangana, 94%. Very interesting, because there's momentum. State election, pretty positive for the BJP. Of course, it would have wanted to do better, but viewers, as you know, Bengal, 60%. And Dadra and Nagar Haveli, that one seat there, 69%. It's very interesting numbers. States where 2019 performance can be repeated in terms of quantity of votes, probability of 100%, Madhya Pradesh 97%, Karnataka 92%, another one of those swing states, 92% that they will do as well as they did last night. 26 out of 28 was Karnataka last election. Rajasthan was, of course, 98% he's giving, which is 25 out of 25. Delhi, 7 out of 7. Again, all of those are high probability that they'll retain those seats. So, high probability the BJP will retain some of those 303 seats. We've also been told in an interview yesterday to Amish Devgan here on CNN India TV that JP Nadda told him that the BJP is going to be actually replacing a large number of its MPs also. Now, the number they haven't given, but it could be as many as 50 to 60% to overcome anti-incumbency, and that could mean that you'll have high retention. Okay, thanks Pradeep Bhandari for your insight there. Thank you for joining us. Let's open this up. Yashwant Deshmukh of Sea Voter is also there with us. Sanjay Kumar, Jai Mrug. Let me bring these three gentlemen in. Dr. Chaudhary will also stay with us. I want to come out to you first, Yashwantji. This number that the Prime Minister, he's not the type of person who is a betting man. Let me put it that way. He doesn't, unlike Amit Shah, when he goes into an interview, he'll give you a number. He's a good sport that way. The Prime Minister doesn't give you a number. He says, look, I'm going to do my best. I leave it to the public. This time, however, in the Lok Sabha, he put a number, 370. Where do you see these gains coming from? It means 67 more seats have to come from somewhere, just for the BJP.
Well, there are four swing states in that way where there is a potential for growth for the BJP. I mean, I'm not even taking the 10, 15, 12 seats, whatever BJP might gain in UP.
Yes.
Arguably, that's an easy task for them. I think the four swing states in the MOTN that we did last time for India Today, we marked out Karnataka, Bengal, Bihar and Maharashtra in the same order. And I think the BJP has gone in the same order in that way, because the lowest hanging fruit for them was Karnataka, where all they had to do is to bring JDS in, and that's their 10% block of Okalika votes came in. So they have repaired whatever they were losing in Karnataka. But you are talking about from the saturation of Karnataka and surplus that. I'm talking about what they were losing as well. So pardon me for that kind of interference, but that's where we stand. The numbers, the saturation in Bihar for the BJP itself might go up, because they said that JDU might not be contesting 17 seats again. They might not be leaving those many seats. The Bihar BJP is likely to win, likely to contest and win biggest number of seats.
Yeah, I think it was 16 last time, if I'm not mistaken.
And 16 is what the JDU won. 17 is what BJP had a 100% strike rate in Bihar.
Yeah.
JDU lost one seat. So that's where they
So you're saying that the BJP will contest more seats from Bihar, the JDU will contest less, and they'll maintain their strike rate and add to their own kitty.
Add more seats, yeah.
That's
the same is likely to happen in Maharashtra, which is pretty much on their radar right now in terms of and going by Devendra Fadnavis' account that they are going to contest 26 seats. We don't know which 26 and who is going to contest against them on those 26 seats. So Jai is much better placed in on those account for Maharashtra seats in that way, because he knows those nitty-gritties on the ground rather than me. But I guess that the biggest surprise or biggest challenge, both things happen are likely to be in Bengal, where there is a huge challenge in front of them. Mamata Banerjee is playing a very, very wise game. She knew perfectly well that taking left and the Congress in the alliance will only help the BJP, because the 10% odd votes which are remaining with the Congress and the left are actually anti-Mamata votes. They are not anti-BJP votes, because Mamata has already got the saturation minority votes into last assembly election. There are hardly any Muslim vote left with the left and the Congress in West Bengal. So she has played actually very, very smart in saying that she is going to contest alone. It's only going to help her right now. But there is a growth potential over there. There is a growth potential of 10 seats minimum by default in UP, just by virtue of being UP, because last time in Mahagathbandhan that number came down to 62.
Yeah.
However, Rahul, the challenge for the BJP to go into that number remains in those 100 odd seats where the BJP is actually literally absent down south.
We'll come to that. We'll discuss that in just a bit, because I've broken the show down so it makes better sense to our viewers. So we'll come to the south at around 7:30ish, viewers. So we just want to get the picture right as far as the BJP stronghold areas are concerned first. Because if they can maintain that or increase even marginally there, then obviously the momentum will be with them, and that might actually buoy the party even in the south. But the BJP's breakout moment in 2019 came in the east. Here in Bengal, the BJP won 18 of the 42 seats. Its vote share of 40% was second only to the TMC, which had 43%, a percent difference between the two. In the 13 seats, the TMC defeated the BJP in 12 with a margin of less than 10%. 10%, as I told you, in a Lok Sabha election, Sanjay Kumar ji is a big number. Let's not, sort of paper over the fact. But the Congress won just one of the 13, and that too by a margin of 0.5%. Given that the Congress and TMC seat-sharing alliance has fizzled, the BJP ends up bagging these 13 seats. What's more, in 5 more seats in Bengal, the BJP lost to the TMC by a margin of 15% and lost another additional 4 seats by a margin of more than 15%, but less than 20%. In other words, it will look to focus its efforts in these 9 seats. Now, Sanjay Kumar ji, there is Bengal, and we almost always forget Odisha. Odisha is a very important state in the larger game for the BJP. Here, the BJP will be looking to increase its tally from 8 out of 21. Interestingly, the BJP lost all the other seats to the BJD, not to the Congress. In at least 5 seats, it lost by 5% of the votes. In these seats, the BJP will fancy its prospects. In the remaining 7 seats, the margins of loss were between 5% and 22%. Perhaps a gap that might prove very tough to bridge unless there is a Modi wave, which none of us are seeing. But Mr. Kumar, look at the east for a moment. Yes, the Hindi plus north is quite saturated. Punjab, it has limitations. The BJP, not much of a cadre, but the growth areas could still be the east and the northeast. Northeast also, I think the BJP is pretty much max there with the NDA. So, what do you say? How is this going to increase in the north and in the east? And what are the factors?
No, first about the state. You have already mentioned in great details, the victory margin of the TMC and the victory margin of BJP in West Bengal. Yes, I do agree that West Bengal is a state which will witness a keen contest between TMC on one hand and BJP on the other hand. And there is a scope for BJP to improve its tally in West Bengal. How much? Very difficult to say whether they can improve by 4, 5, 6, or they may just be able to retain. But my own sense is that BJP may be able to improve its tally in West Bengal. Yes, I was thinking of Odisha because I believe that none of the panelists were mentioning Odisha, and Odisha is one state in terms of percentage growth that might witness a huge growth for BJP, because BJP could not manage to win large number of seats last time. But this time, I think BJP is up for a big win in the Lok Sabha elections in Odisha. So these are the 2 states in the east. And it's not east, but just slightly down south, which is about Telangana. BJP might also add to its tally of 2019 from Telangana also. The factor, I think it's very, very clear. First, Prime Minister Modi's image. The way people are supporting various initiatives of Prime Minister Modi. If I talk about West Bengal, I'm not saying that West Bengal will have no impact of Ram Mandir, Pran Pratishtha Karyakram in Ayodhya. It will have an impact in Bengal also, in Odisha also. But I think more than that, the way people see that how India's image in the world has gone up and how India has emerged stronger internationally, and people give credit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So I think Prime Minister Modi is going to be the key for BJP's making further inroads in say West Bengal or in Odisha, if we are talking about the east.
Very interesting. Dr. Chaudhary and Jay Mruk. Now, Jay, I'm going to come to you with a bit of a seat-by-seat breakdown. But Dr. Chaudhary, you were mentioning certain points when we were speaking just as we entered the studio. You see it a little differently.
देखिए, मेरा 400 पार मोदी सरकार तीसरी बार, या मोदी ने स्वयं कहा पार्लियामेंट में कि 370 पार करेंगे। इसके लिए हमारे पास 5 कारण है जो हिस्टोरिकल कारण है, जिसके आधार पर हम कह सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो उनका जो स्लोगन है, यही 2014 का स्लोगन आप देखें तो उसमें था पहले भाजपा सरकार, लेकिन बाद में उसको बदल के कर दिया गया मोदी सरकार। 2019 में देखिए सीधे सीधे होता है कि मोदी है तो मुमकिन है। अब देखिए 2024 में सीधा स्ट्रेट लाइन है, तीसरी बार मोदी सरकार, अब की बार 400 पार। और इस बात का पुख्ता अंदाज इससे लगा सकते हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री स्वयं पार्लियामेंट में कह रहे हैं कि 370 बीजेपी को तो मिलेगा ही, 400 पार एनडीए करेगा ही। सवाल है कि ये कैसे? देखिए मेरा मानना है, नंबर 2 पॉइंट मेरा यही है कि 1984 में कांग्रेस 415 सीट पाई थी, वोट फीसदी था 48%। मोदी इस थ्योरी को मान के चलते हैं कि रिकॉर्ड तोड़ना है, और यही कारण है कि भाजपा का टारगेट है कि 50% वोट चाहिए और 400 पार चाहिए। अब सवाल है कि 400 पार कैसे? तो सुनिए ये बात। 303 2019 में बीजेपी को मिला था, 72 सीट पर बीजेपी रनर अप थी, और जो तीसरा पोजीशन था उसका इतना ह्यूज गैप था कि उसको आप काउंट नहीं कर सकते। अब सवाल उठता है कि 303 में 72 जोड़ दीजिए, हुआ कितना? 375। यानी कि बीजेपी का, मोदी जी का 370 375 पर है। अब 400 कैसे? 400 इसलिए कि यदि एनडीए के 351 में 72 जोड़ें तो सीधे बनता है 423। यदि ऐसा होता है तो राजीव गांधी का रिकॉर्ड ध्वस्त हो जाएगा, और यदि इतना सीट मिलता है तो निश्चित रूप से स्वतंत्र भारत में आज तक वोट फीसदी, जो वोट किसी पार्टी को मिला है 48% कांग्रेस को मिला था 84 में, और सीट मिला था। जहां तक तीसरी बार मोदी सरकार का भी थ्योरी है मोदी का कि 14 प्रधानमंत्रियों में सिर्फ नेहरू लगातार 3 बार चुनाव जीते थे, कोई नहीं जीता है। वो रिकॉर्ड मोदी बराबर करना चाहते हैं। इसलिए मेरा मानना है कि इन सब चीजों को सोचते हुए, और टारगेट ऑडियंस देखिए आप कितना करिश्माई है कि वोट 83 करोड़ वोट होता है 2014 में, अब वो बढ़ के हो जाता है 2019 में 88 करोड़। बीजेपी का वोट होता है 2014 में 17 करोड़, अब 2019 में हो जाता है 22 करोड़। देखिए 5 करोड़ उधर बढ़ा, 5 करोड़ इधर बढ़ा, यानी ये 5 करोड़ का जो इजाफा है सीधे सीधे बीजेपी को 31% से 38% पर पहुंचाता है, और 50 पाने के लिए बीजेपी को 12% का जरूरत है। तो मेरा मानना है कि नरेंद्र मोदी इस बात को मान के चल रहे हैं कि वो 400 पार जा सकते हैं।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि नए वोटर आएंगे
जी।
तो यूथ पे जो फोकस, द 4 C's, तो उनके जो नए कास्ट हैं,
देखिए उस पर भी एक पॉइंट में जोड़ना चाहूंगा। मोदी जी का जो जात का डेफिनेशन है वो एक नया डायनेमिक्स है इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स में। युवा, महिला, गरीब, किसान। युवा कितना है भारत में? 140 करोड़ में 25 साल से कम उम्र का 70 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन है। 35 साल से कम उम्र का जो है वो 65% है। वो कितना है? 91 करोड़ है। देश में जो गरीब है, लाभार्थी, उसको कितना टारगेट कर रहे हैं? 80 करोड़। महिला कितना है? महिला आरक्षण, आधी आबादी 70 करोड़। जब इतना बड़ा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है मोदी के लिए, तो संभावना तो बनती है, बाकी परिणाम तो चुनाव के बाद ही आएगा।
वो तो ऑब्वियस है। सो द पॉलिटिक्स व्यूअर्स, द वे ही इज कंस्ट्रक्टेड द नैरेटिव, it is to unite supersets. So women, irrespective of caste, he's appealing to the primary identity, gender. Youth, the primary identity is youth. Farmer, umbrella identity. So viewers, if there is delivery, if there is a degree of saturation, as he constantly talks about, at the level of policy making, then the new voters that will come in will perhaps also gravitate towards the BJP. The 5 crores that increased went pretty much to the BJP viewers. So that's a pretty big statistic to talk about. Let me just bring in Jay Mruk. Jay, look, let's just look at these states in a more granular way. Maharashtra. This is a big swing state. Last time the BJP was with Shiv Sena. That alliance is now completely, I mean, you can't even visualize it. How is the BJP going to retain the tally it did in the face of quite a significant resistance. You're on mute, I think. You're on mute, Jay. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Maharashtra is very interesting. See, you have a lot of local loyalties playing out. What do I mean by that? Most of the states, a certain social coalition works. Maharashtra is a rare state where a large swath of the state is ruled by cooperatives. Yeah, you have the sugar cooperatives. Now, what used to happen in all elections prior is that if a sugar baron did not get a ticket from the Congress NCP, he would go and take a ticket from the Sena and the BJP alliance. So it's very simple. There are sugar barons on the ground. You have to choose which, they're going to choose the symbol they're going to take up, right? Now, what the BJP has tried to do is, it's tried to break two lobbies. One is it's tried to break into the sugar lobby by weaning away Mr. Ajit Pawar. The second thing it has tried to do, it has tried to weaken the stronghold of the Shiv Sena, at least in the Mumbai metropolitan region, by taking away Mr. Shinde. Now, the issue is two unique phenomena are going to play out. In the sugar belt, whoever takes the ticket of the Congress NCP alliance and who doesn't get there, remember there's always one more sugar baron competent enough to contest the election if he does not get, either the NCP symbol or the Congress symbol. So, there, in spite of weaning away Mr. Pawar, it's still going to be a micro level constituency by constituency game. Which sugar baron they got, was he good enough? Simple. That's the way it boils down to that. Come to the Mumbai metropolitan region. Ever since the inception of the Shiv Sena, the local cadre vote of the Shiv Sena has never actually got combined with the Muslim vote. Okay? And so that's a phenomenon which has not happened. Now, the key test is in 2024, if the minority voters are willing to go with the Sena cadre vote.
Chemistry.
And vote along with them.
You're talking about chemistry, therefore. Maths, yes, but chemistry is more important.
Chemistry is more important. So I think Maharashtra is going to be a little tricky because of one more factor. We always have the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi led by Mr. Ambedkar, which easily polls around 15% of votes, even if it goes and contests alone. Yeah. And they are now trying to negotiate an entry into the MVA. That again is a suspense, the question mark whether Mr. Ambedkar will actually rehabilitate himself into the MVA or not, whether the Congress is willing to accept him or not. So that's going to be another X factor. So I think in Maharashtra, this is really going to be a constituency by constituency election where you're going to see whether certain additive math is translating to an additive chemistry or not. So very interesting. The NDA may scale up beyond its 41, maybe hit the 40 mark or a 38 mark. But most important, if the BJP has to go above its 303, in Maharashtra, the 26 seats it chooses have to be really the cream de la cream. They have to be seats that they win at any cost.
So viewers, what we are saying here is that if you just look at the north, in Bihar, in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, the Congress is holding on to 5. Remember, the attack of the Prime Minister in Parliament was directed singularly at the Congress party. He is hoping that the Congress implodes and he gets all the seats that the Congress retains, holds on to, at least in the north, straight to the BJP's kitty. And in Kishanganj, only 3.13% separates the two. In Rajmahal, and remember, viewers, that the JDU is out of the equation. JDU is out of the equation. It's very fundamental. In Jharkhand, Rajmahal, JMM and Congress, 6.82 and 5.68%. It might be a tough contest, but the BJP will fancy its chances. In Chhattisgarh, on the back of an evisceration of the Congress in the assembly election, the BJP is hoping to wrest the Korba and Bastar seat from the Congress, where only 1.74 to 2.8% of the vote differentiates the two parties. So BJP only lost by wafer-thin margins. In Madhya Pradesh, Chindwara, Kamal Nath, his seat, 2.48, his son's seat, viewers. Important, very, very important. It could, again, go the other way, because there is momentum. Punjab, Mr. Kumar, can we expect the AAP to cede ground to the BJP at all, or is the BJP so out of it at number 3 or number 4, even below the SAD, that there is just no hope for the party?
No, Aam Aadmi Party can seat ground to BJP in Punjab, and BJP may be able to improve its vote share. But apart from the two constituencies which BJP had won, the vote share of the BJP has been very low. And we should not forget that BJP contested the election in alliance with the SAD.
That's true.
So BJP gaining in terms of seats is going to be very difficult, in my opinion, from Punjab. They would certainly be able to increase its vote share significantly because the base is very small. But I don't think that
Yashwant
in my
Deshmukh,
opinion, they are looking for a
there
gain
has
in
been
Punjab.
a monomaniacal focus on the AAP. Corruption. Most of its leaders, as you know, in the Kejriwal cabinet are in jail, at least the top leaders. Will this have a ripple effect in Punjab at all? You're on mute, I think. Mr. Deshmukh, you're on mute. Yeah.
Even if it is a ripple effect, Rahul, the issue with Punjab is that the Aam Aadmi Party vote bank in Punjab is literally anti-BJP, anti-Congress both to some extent. So unless Akalis and BJP join hands again, and even if they've joined hand and like that, what kind of seat sharing, that is critical to understand, Rahul, because Akalis have been playing the senior part of best tally. Jay, I think was 4 seats for the BJP, best possible tally from Punjab.
That's right.
If I'm not wrong.
2 in the last election and 2 for the SAD. Yes.
Yeah, when they swept the election.
Yeah, when they swept.
So it's the question is not just Rahul alliance. It's also a question, how many seats is BJP gonna contest on? That's important thing. Because for example, in Maharashtra, they said that they will be contesting 26 seats. So even if you take in 100% strike rate for BJP own seats in Maharashtra, their tally will jump from 18 to 26.
Well,
that's a plus of 6 plus 2, 7 seats, right? So
you're talking about Maharashtra, and there's big breaking news coming in. A huge setback to Sharad Pawar. Election Commission of India has handed over the NCP party symbol. The NCP party symbol, viewers, that is emblematic of Sharad Pawar's party, has been handed over to the Ajit Pawar faction. So confusion is going to sort of ring out on the ground. Another nail in the coffin, in the side, from a branding perspective, as far as Sharad Pawar is concerned. We'll come back to that. But Yashwant Deshmukh, yes, I think you're right. If you really look at the 303, can we just come back to all our guests right now? I just want to bring this in. Important development, viewers, as we are talking about Maharashtra, as Yashwant Deshmukh was sort of extrapolating on that point. Sharad Pawar, massive setback. The details are at the bottom of your screens. Ajit Pawar faction gets the NCP symbol. The clock is ticking. Is it ticking for the India Alliance? Will there even be an India Alliance? We don't know. But, viewers, let's be very clear here. We've now looked at the north and the east. Mr. Kumar believes that Odisha could be one of those sunrise states for the BJP this time. Mr. Deshmukh, very experienced, says that Bengal could either hold or even give more results to the BJP. Very interesting. Is that the reason why Mamata Banerjee decided, sorry, the Congress and the left can sit this one out? The Congress and the left will, of course, go together. It might lead to a splitting of the opposition votes. We don't know. But she is hoping that it won't, that she'll get them all, and that 1% margin will not become a problem. Viewers, I think Bengal is really a massive swing state, and that really holds the key to the 370 dream of the Prime Minister, including Maharashtra. Karnataka, I think with the JDS coming back, is pretty much a sealed deal. In Gujarat, the BJP can't pick up more. In Madhya Pradesh, it could possibly, as I told you, viewers, increase its tally by 1. In Chhattisgarh, it could pick up the remaining 2. But it's in Uttar Pradesh where there could be a massive surge. And will any of the Yadavs even come back to power fundamentally? And will Sonia Gandhi come back to power, Doctor?
In fact, Sonia Gandhi is so apprehensive. Just there is a big question that whether Sonia will contest from Raebareli or not.
Oh, wow.
क्योंकि तेलंगाना कांग्रेस कमेटी का विचार है कि सोनिया जी तेलंगाना से चुनाव लड़ें। राहुल जी तो पहले ही चले गए केरला। अब सोनिया जी की बात हो रही है, तो इसका मतलब साफ है कि when Sonia is very apprehensive contesting from रायबरेली.
Is that because, viewers, there is a massive pro-incumbency wave after the Mandir, etc. Remember, this election is going to be taking place amidst huge symbolism for the North, for the Hindi belt. I think Sanjay Kumar, you'll bear me out on this one. Ram Mandir issue will have some sort of traction. There are also other Mandir campaigns that are in the mix. So that will lead to some consolidation, Sanjay ji.
You use the word some attraction. I think not some. It is going to have a huge attraction.
Huge.
If we are talking about UP, because I can see the euphoria among the people about Ram Mandir. So I think BJP stands to gain enormously in UP in 2024 election, riding at the on the back of the popularity of Ram Mandir.
Okay, very, very interesting, viewers. That could lead to easily in the North another 20 odd seats coming to the Bharatiya Janata Party from different pockets, and that could mean that it basically starts with an advantage as it looks elsewhere. Now, viewers, I just want to very quickly remind you about the Northeast, where the BJP, as you know, is in an ascendant position. Out of the 25 seats there, the BJP itself has a large number of those. And of course, with the NDA, it looks to retain all 25. So it hasn't got room to grow, but definitely it has room to consolidate. And if that comes back, then it opens the conversation out now, viewers, to the South. Let's focus on the South. Yashwantji, stay with me. I just want to very quickly, because you brought up the South, I'd like you to stay on with this. We're going to be joined now by JVC Sriram. We're going to also be joined by Mr. Shekhar Iyer. And of course, Suman C. Raman, Dr. Raman is also there with us. Let's focus on the South, where the BJP has a problem except for in Karnataka. In Karnataka, the BJP can at most improve its tally by 2 seats. That's because of the 28 seats up for grabs. It had back 26. And in the 2 where it lost to the JDS in Hassan and to the Congress in Bengaluru Rural. In both these seats, the BJP lost by a little more than 10%. Given that the JDS has come back really to the BJP, I don't think that's going to be an obstacle. Given that the Congress and JDS do not have a seat adjustment and the contest is loaded because against them, at least against the Congress, because both the Lingayats and the Vokaliggas might come back to the Congress, to the BJP, the Congress might actually end up with very little. Of course, a lot will depend on it, on whether the BJP has been able to win back the vote bank by stitching up this sort of alliance with the JDS, even though it remains a little amorphous. We'll have to see how many seats will be shared, etc., etc. But nonetheless, viewers, there is a possibility. Now let's move deeper south. In Kerala, the BJP has a vote share of 13%. It was a runner-up in only Trivandrum, which was won by the Congress Shashi Tharoor by a gap of 10%. In 3 seats, it was a second runner-up, not even the first runner-up, but a second runner-up, but trailing the winner by approximately 13%. To win these seats, it will have to hope for a total division of votes between the left and the Congress, and still it would hope to improve to close that gap. Otherwise, there's no chance. The BJP will be hoping that the left and the Congress don't tie up with each other either. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen, because even there the seat sharing agreement hasn't quite panned out. The BJP in Tamil Nadu will need a big change in fortunes. In an interview to me, the BJP state chief Annamalai predicted the BJP's vote share will peak at 18%. The BJP will hope that the greatest spikes will come in 5 seats. Indeed, in Coimbatore, the BJP lost by 14%. In Shivaganga, it trailed the Congress by a whopping 30%. In Ramanathapuram, it was in a deficit by 12%. In Toothukudi, it trailed the DMK by 35%. In Kanyakumari, the BJP lost to the Congress by a margin of 25%. The large margins mean that Annamalai will have a lot of work to do, and this deficit can only be overcome if there is a Modi wave on the ground. Let's look at now Telangana. Telangana, 17 Lok Sabha seats. The BJP will fancy its chances. The BJP won 4 seats in 2019. It will want to retain those and hope it can win in Hyderabad and Mehboob. In the latter, it was locked in a close fight with the TRS and lost by 8%. In Hyderabad, it was routed. Asaduddin Owaisi there, viewers. Routed by 32%. I think the BJP can write off its chances there. In all other seats, it was placed 3rd. It would have to take a wave, a Modi wave, for that deficit to be narrowed. But again, it will be up against the Congress mainly, and of course the TRS. But having cornered 19% of the vote in 2019, overall it's in a position to improve its tally if there is a swing in favour of about 8% viewers. The situation in Andhra, where 25 seats are up for grabs, the BJP has a vote share of less than 1%. It is a complete outlier. Here it will have to perform out of its skin. In 2014, the BJP won 2 seats in alliance with the TDP. Naidu is no longer in alliance with the BJP, and the saffron outfit is in talks with Pawan Kalyan's JSP. The seat of Pondicherry is with the NDA, and Andaman and Nicobar could end up in the BJP's kitty, as it was snatched by the Congress from it by less than 1%. So that's the real picture. In the south, it's really going to be tough. So the closer the BJP hopes to get to 370, it will need a push from the south. Will that happen? Let's open it up. Doctor, let me bring you in to this conversation first. Dr. Raman, Tamil Nadu will be a focus state along with Kerala. What do you think the BJP's prospects are here?
Kerala, there is zero chance.
Zero chance.
Tamil Nadu, there is an outside chance of perhaps 1 or 2 seats at the most, but certainly not more than that. See, Tamil Nadu, the BJP is not contesting to win at all. Their basic aim in this election is to show that their vote share is increasing, and they want to displace the AIADMK from the second place in a few constituencies. They are not even looking at winning anything. So I don't see the possibility. Perhaps Kanyakumari and maybe one more place, there is an outside chance. But other than that, there is no other possibility of the BJP winning anything. And for all that tall talk and bluster, they are only looking to push ADMK down. They are not looking at winning seats in this election in a big way. So Tamil Nadu, I think between Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Telangana and Kerala, I think barring Karnataka, I cannot see the BJP get more than 3, 4, 5 seats in these states.
Okay.
Barring Karnataka, right?
Barring
so
Karnataka.
And one more point, Rahul. This Karnataka also, merely adding JDS vote, JDS today is a much more diminished entity than it was in 2019. Let's remember that. See what happened to them in the recent assembly election.
True.
So, merely adding the JDS vote to the BJP and saying that last time they won 23, this time they will win 25, 26 is unlikely to happen. My gut feel is Congress has a lot of pressure on it in Karnataka to deliver at least 6-7 seats for the party to the Lok Sabha from Karnataka. So I expect that the BJP will definitely get the majority of seats in Karnataka, but I don't think it's going to be a 25 out of 28 in Karnataka as is being projected now.
Okay, so that would mean that some of the existing seats the BJP has, 303, will come down. And that would mean that it would have to look for massive gains if it has to get to 370 plus. That's a very interesting proposition. JVC Sriram, give me your perspective. You've been doing the maths also aggressively. You've been sending me a lot of details. Do you think Dr. Raman has got it right? He's also a cephalogist, of course.
Yeah, before I come to what Dr. Sumant Raman is saying, I just want to add a quick thing. I can consider the 248 seats can be considered as safe seats because it was won both in 2014 and in 2019. And BJP won new seats, which are 55 seats in 2019, and they lost or allotted to the allies 33 seats. Of these 33, 25 seats were lost by BJP. And out of the 25 seats lost by BJP, only 4 seats are for the southern part of India, which is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Andhra Pradesh 2 and Tamil Nadu 1. So all in all, if you come, either it has been won in 2014 or in 19 or one in both, comes to 336 seats. So when Prime Minister Narendra Modi says 370 is his target, he is looking at 206 seats which BJP had never won, out of which he is looking at exactly 34 seats, right? Now, so let me start from that perspective and then come into this. Okay. I think Dr. Sumant Raman probably might not have seen the kind of response. And today, AIADMK is without the PM's face. There is no face, there is no agenda, there is no vision. As a result of which, we can see the AIADMK vote getting splintered, even in the Kongu region. I'm not going to say that BJP is going to win double-digit number of seats. But I can tell you that BJP has already got, as on date, 12 to 15% of votes, 12 to 15% of votes in Tamil Nadu, and they are in contention in 5 places. If somebody says that they are in contention in 39 places, I would not agree. But they are in contention in 5 places, and so people like Suman do not want to agree with that, because that means that BJP has emerged. That's what the problem would be. As far as Telangana is concerned, in Telangana, although you can say that there are 4 seats which BJP has won, in Chevala they've got a very good candidate. He was an MP from TRS in 2014. He contested on Congress ticket in 2019, and now Dr. Konda Vishweshwar Reddy has come to BJP. He had done all his hard work. So in Telangana also contributes to the Ram Mandir in a big way. We saw the kind of festivity which happened on the Prana Pratishtha day and the run up to that. So I can expect 7 seats, at least 3 more seats can be added to BJP's tally in Telangana. In Karnataka, I would not say that BJP is going to lose as many number of seats as what Dr. Sumant Raman is predicting, because Congress is also facing local anti-incumbency. As a result of which BJP will be in a position to hold on to its share as far as Karnataka is concerned. Andhra Pradesh without alliance, and that too not just with Pavan Kalyan Rahul, even Chandrababu Naidu will have to come on board. Only if there is an alliance, which I see a very very rare possibility. So Andhra Pradesh, BJP will not be able to open its account. Kerala, there is a lot of talk. We saw the same kind of talk in 2019 also, that the Sabrimala issue has peaked, as a result of which BJP would be in a position to get a lot of things. Today we are talking about Christian votes coming to BJP in Kerala. I would not like to comment anything about Kerala unless otherwise I see the result. So overall, 370 looks tough, but looks possible. And Tamil Nadu, I want to add a last point, because right now in Tamil Nadu, I've been spending last 25 days in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Right now, in southern districts and in Kongu, the popularity for Narendra Modi is at around 35 to 40%, which is a big one.
Let me just come back to all of Yashwantji and also Mr. Shekhar Iyer. I'm taking a very short break, viewers, but we'll get their perspective on the South when I just come back. Stay with me. Don't go away. This could get very interesting.
चल रही है, यही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। अब मैं ज्यादा क्या बोल पाऊँ अभी, तो है ना, मैं कल के बाद आरोप लगाऊंगा ये सब चीजों पे, क्योंकि ये प्रशासन का पूरा फेल्यूर है। इसमें पुलिस और प्रशासन का दोनों का फेल्यूर है कि जो इस तरह की फैक्ट्रियां चल रही हैं और आप लोग अगर कभी देख नहीं पा रहे हैं तो दुर्भाग्य। हम लोगों की शिकायत के बाद भी कार्रवाइयां नहीं हुई है, ये भी दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है।
Right, so strong charges coming in from the Harda MLA saying that this was clearly an illegal firecracker factory. Despite complaints going to the local administration, no action was taken against this illegal firecracker factory. Also saying that a lot of the homes surrounding the firecracker factory also had inflammable material, and thankfully those did not ignite. But the fact is that there have been several cases in the past as well. That is what Ram Kishore Dogne, the Harda MLA, has pointed out to us. But no action was taken by the local administration when it comes to cracking down on these illegal firecracker factories, especially in Harda. And now, as you can see those visuals on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, an intense blast taking place at this.
तुरंत अपने प्रशासन को एक्टिव करते हुए जो हो सकता है वो सब करने के लिए लगभग 50 से ज़्यादा एम्बुलेंस हमने रवाना कर दी है, जिसमें घायलों को तुरंत नज़दीक के हॉस्पिटल में इसकी सुविधा मिले, बर्न यूनिट चालू हो जाए। इसलिए इंदौर, भोपाल, होशंगाबाद सभी दूरबर्न यूनिट और डॉक्टरों की टीम तैनात कर दी है। साथ ही साथ एक हेलीकॉप्टर से मेरे अपने कैबिनेट में जानकारी आई से मंत्री राव प्रताप सिंह, ACS अजीत केसरी, DG होम को स्पॉट पर रवाना किया। 400 से ज़्यादा पुलिस बल भेजा है और भारत सरकार को भी अवगत कराया, जिसके माध्यम से वो तुरंत उनके यहाँ से मदद मिले। और हम इस पूरी प्रयास में है कि हर हालत में किसी भी तरह पहले सबसे पहले आग पे काबू पाया जा सके, जो भी घायल हैं उनको यथायोग्य मदद मिले। हमने घोषणा की है कि जो भी घायल होगा उसका इलाज पूरा मुफ्त किया जाएगा। जिनके घर में ये घटना घटी है या जिनकी मृत्यु हुई है उनको परिवार को लगभग 4 लाख रुपए प्रति परिवार उसमें देने की हमने घोषणा की है। साथ ही साथ कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि इसमें जो घायल हैं उनको पूरा यथायोग्य सब प्रकार का इलाज कराया जा सके। बाबा महाकाल सबके कृपा करेंगे, मैं ऐसी उम्मीद करता हूँ। यद्यपि घटना बहुत भीषण है और हम प्रयास करेंगे किसी हालत में घटना की पुनरावृत्ति नहीं हो, और इसी में इस घटना के जांच के आदेश भी मैंने दिए हैं। होम सेक्रेटरी इसकी जांच करके पूरी रिपोर्ट मेरे को देने वाले हैं। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि जल्दी जल्दी आप पे काबू पाया जाएगा। हम सब हिम्मत रखें, सरकार पूरी सजग है, पूरी मुस्तैदी से घटना के बाद इस पे जो जो प्रबंधन हो सकते हैं वो सब प्रबंधन में लगे हुए हैं।
Harda MLA who's joining us on the phone line. दोगने साहब, और क्या जानकारी दे सकते हैं आप हमें? ये पूरी फैक्ट्री इतना इंटेंस ब्लास्ट हुआ है, डेथ टोल भी ऊपर जा रहा है, काफी घर भी जल चुके हैं, और क्या जानकारी दे सकते हैं आप?
जी बिल्कुल, बहुत बड़ी घटना है, दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। ये हमारे उस आजू बाजू कॉलोनी थी, तो कॉलोनी के सभी घरों में नुकसान हुआ है, टूटे हैं घर और घायल भी हुए हैं। बाहर से निकलने वाले फैक्ट्री के आजू बाजू जो लोग निकल रहे थे, रास्ता है उसमें भी लोग पत्थरों से घायल हुए तो, और करीब 100-150 अस्पताल में भर्ती है, 2 करीब तो यहाँ, और 10-15-20 लोगों की डेथ भी हो चुकी है और भी बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। अंदर कभी खबर नहीं आ रही, तो अभी भी विस्फोट चल रहे हैं, छोटे छोटे विस्फोट हो रहे हैं, इसलिए कोई अभी अंदर मजदूर 100-150 कितने मजदूर थे वो कंफर्म नहीं हो पा रहा है, और उसके कारण भी पता नहीं लग पा रहा है, क्योंकि वहाँ ड्यूटी जो लगाने वाला था वो भी अंदर ही था, सभी अंदर थे, सुबह सुबह का मामला था, इसलिए अंदर की एक्चुअल जानकारी नहीं आ पा रही, पर ऐसा लग रहा है कि 100-150 होंगे अंदर।
जी, तो आप कह रहे हैं मजदूर भी अभी भी ट्रैप्ड है, और आपके हिसाब से अंदर जाना भी अभी डेंजरस है, क्योंकि छोटे छोटे एक्सप्लोजन हो रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी भी इन्फ्लेमेबल मटेरियल वहां पे है जो अभी भी जल रहा है?
चल रहा है, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही, बिल्कुल
जी। और क्या क्या मोबिलाइज हो चुका है आपके आसपास के डिस्ट्रिक्ट से आपको मदद करने के लिए, ताकि ये ब्लेज कंट्रोल में आ सके?
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आजू बाजू से यहाँ मेडिकल अस्पताल में ही हूँ मैं, अस्पताल में पूरी व्यवस्थाएं की है, अस्पताल में भर्ती कर रहे हैं। आजू बाजू के जो हमारे हरदा के जो प्राइवेट अस्पताल है वो लोग डॉक्टर आ गए वहाँ के, और आसपास के जिले से भी आ रहा है, ये सब व्यवस्थाएं कर रहे हैं। इसके अलावा भोपाल भी व्यवस्था की गई है सीएम के द्वारा, जो मेडिकल कॉलेजों में 2 मेडिकल कॉलेज वो कर दिए गए हैं, और यहाँ से पेशेंट रेफर जो कर रहे हैं वो सीधे वहाँ जा रहे हैं, वहाँ इलाज की व्यवस्था हो रही है। तो इस तरह से चल रहा है। एम्बुलेंसों की कमी है, तो हमने पब्लिक से भी अपील की है कि प्राइवेट वाहन जिसके पास हो, टवेरा हो, दूसरी गाड़ियाँ हो जिससे जा सकते हैं पेशेंट, और उनको लिए हम यहाँ अस्पताल में उपलब्ध कराएं, तो वो भी चल रहा है। और इस तरह की बहुत सारी भयानक घटना है, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। मेरा तो मतलब क्या है, बात करना ही हमारा ठीक नहीं लग रहा हमको, तो ये हालत है हमारी देख के। तो
Right, so the public has also been appealed to so that they can mobilize their administration. एक ग्रीन कॉरिडोर भी बना है हरदा से लेके भोपाल तक। कितना टाइम लगता है अगर यहाँ से पेशेंट्स ले जाने हो भोपाल के लिए, दोगने साहब?
नॉर्मल टाइम 3 से 3.5 घंटा लगता है। अगर ग्रीन कॉरिडोर बन गया होगा, अगर मुझे आइडिया नहीं है, पर बन गया होगा अगर, तो वो 3 घंटे 2.5 से 3 घंटे में पहुंच सकती है एम्बुलेंस। अगर 150 किलोमीटर है यहाँ से भोपाल।
जी, सो 2.5 और 3 घंटों के बीच में अगर ग्रीन कॉरिडोर बन गया है, जो भी पेशेंट्स है वो हरदा से भोपाल पहुंच सकते हैं। ये इस फैक्ट्री के बारे में बताइए। आपके एरिया में जो ये फैक्ट्री थी, आप कह रहे हैं बहुत सारे मजदूर यहाँ काम करते थे, यहाँ पे ये कोई सिक्योरिटी ये सेफ्टी लैप्सेस हुए हैं इस फैक्ट्री से? क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी घटना, इसका ये मतलब है कि वो जो मटेरियल है जिससे ये फायर क्रैकर्स बनाते थे वो ठीक से स्टोर नहीं किया गया था।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, और रेडी फटाके भी थे ना, रेडी फटाके भी थे, गोडाउन भी था वो, और आजू बाजू कॉलोनी लगी है। वो नाम्स के हिसाब से तो उसका एक भी नाम्स पूरा नहीं कर रहा वो एरिया जो जहाँ ये फैक्ट्री है, पर पता नहीं कैसे चल रही थी। और इस पे 2 घटनाएं पहले भी हो चुकी थी, हम लोगों ने पहले भी शिकायत की इसको हटाया जाए, उसके बाद भी नहीं है।
Let's go back to Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar Iyer, we have unfortunately just about a minute. Your take on the South.
Well, the BJP hopes are rather high in Telangana, followed by Kerala, and then followed by Andhra Pradesh rather than Tamil Nadu. Andhra Pradesh because the assembly elections are also taking place along with Lok Sabha elections. And Jagan's sister has entered the fray as the Congress face, which means there could be a division in the YSR Congress votes. And that means the minority votes could get divided just as it happened in Telangana. So that is why in Andhra Pradesh, where BJP had got votes less than Nota in the last elections, they are pinning hopes in Andhra Pradesh. The Telangana, as every panelist has said, that their vote share has increased in the assembly election. Therefore, their seats could go up from 4 to maybe 7 or more.
Well,
in Kerala particularly,
it's looking very interesting. Shekhar, I'm really sorry we ran out of time on the show. I'll hand it straight across now for the right stand to Anand Narasimhan. We're going to take this conversation forward with him.
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan. With a copy of the Constitution of Bharat in hand, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami entered the State Assembly and tabled the much-awaited and touted Uniform Civil Code Bill, making Uttarakhand the first state in Bharat to do so. Goa does have UCC in place, but it's just a carry forward of the legacy from the colonial rule, ladies and gentlemen. So, in independent Bharat, for a country, for a state to actually table a bill, this perhaps is the first instance. The Treasury benches welcome the tabling of the bill with the thumping of desks and chants of Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Vande Mataram. The 192-page bill will be the first such legislation to be implemented in any state post-independence. The Uttarakhand Uniform Civil Code